This video is brought to you by Duke. Say hi, Duke. All right, today we're doing lesson 3-2, linear functions. And the first couple just say evaluate each function for x equals 2 and x equals 6. So to do that, we're just going to take this equation and we're going to plug in 2 where it has an x. And then for the next one, we'll plug in a 6 for it. So for the first one, we've got 4 times 2 minus 3. And then we have 4 times 6 minus 3. So 4 times 2 gives us 8. And 8 minus 3 is 5. So you write this as f of 2 is 5. 4 times 6 is 24. 24 minus 3 is 21. So this is f of 6 is 21. Now we're going to do it for the next equation. The negative of x minus 2. So the negative of 2 minus 2 and the negative of 6 minus 2. 2 minus 2 is 0, and you can't really have a negative 0, so it's just f of 2 equals 0. 6 minus 2 is 4. And then you just make it negative. So f of 6, and that negative sign's gonna be confusing with the equal sign so close, equals negative 4. There. All right, the next one says to sketch the graph of f of x equals 1/2 x plus 5. Now, remember, this is just like slope-intercept form. This is y equals mx plus b. So really, you could say this is the slope and this is the y-intercept and graph it that way. But I'm going to practice the other way using a function table. And like I said, especially for if you don't like graphing, using the equation, plugging in the points and just finding the coordinates sometimes is easier. All right, 1/2 x plus 5, and then we're solving for f of x, which is our y. So we can just plug in maybe -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. I just like a couple of negatives and then 0 and a couple positives. With the easy, like linear equations, it's okay to have a few coordinates, but when we get to some more advanced ones, you're going to want more. It makes it easier in the long run. All right, so we've got 1/2 times -2 plus 5, and then 1/2 times -1 plus 5. 1/2 times 0 plus 5. 1/2 times 1 plus 5. And 1/2 times 2 plus 5. So 1/2 of -2 is -1. And add 5, and that gives us 4. Half of -1 is -1/2, plus 5 is 4.5. 1/2 times 0 is 0, plus 5 is 5. 1/2 times 1 is 1/2, plus 5 is 5.5. And 1/2 times 2 is 1. And add 5, and you get 6. All right, so now we need to graph it. And I've got some negative numbers here, and I go up to 6 for my y values. So f of x is our y values when we're graphing. I only need a couple of negatives, but I don't really need a big graph anyways. So negative 2, 4 is my first point, then negative 1, 4.5, 0, 5, 1, 5.5, and 2, 6. Remember, like I said, if you need to make another column over here that has your x and y, you can do another one that has your x and y together. I don't do it just because it takes a lot of extra time to rewrite it, but that's not to say if you need it that you can't do that. So negative 2, 4 is my first coordinate. Back 2, up 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 1, 4.5 means back 1, up 1, 2, 3, 4.5. 0, 5 means I'm just going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see the way it's going now. At 1, I'm going to go up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. And then I'm at 2, 6. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.